Okay, babes, we are doing day 2 of week of January 20th. Boy. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the question. It says find the measure of angle HEI. So I'm going to go to E, and then I'm going to look at the letters around it, which is H and I, and I'm going to draw the loop facing the two angles, or the two letters. Okay, so I have to look at this and determine some things. Well, first off, I'm going to notice that if I find this angle right here, then I can find this angle right here. And so if I look at this, this is 13x, so this arc right here is also 13x. And if I find those because they're vertical angles, I know what they equal. So what I'm going to look at is what they gave me. This yellow line right here is a diameter. It's a diameter. And what I do know is that if this is a diameter, that means this out here, we just made a semicircle. And if I know what these arcs are down out here, then I can say that that's a semicircle. And if I add these two arcs together, then I know they should equal 180. So 13x plus 24x minus 5 equals 180. So here, 37x minus 5 equals 180. And here, I'm solving the equation, plus 5 plus 5. So 37x equals 185. Divide by 37, divide by 37. Let's go see what x is. X should equal 135 divided by 37. Let me make sure I did this correctly. 13x plus 24x minus 5. 2, 3, that's 37. And then 185. Oh, I did 135. 185 divided into 37 equals 5. Okay, so x equals 5. Now we found x, and we've already said 13x, and this is called its central angle. So this is the central angle, the angle and the arc equals, and I know that this angle equals that angle by vertical angles. So we're going to say, to get that angle then, all I have to do is say 13 times 5, and that should equal to 65. And we're finished. So that angle is 65 right here. All right, let's keep going. Oh, wait, the second part of the question says is, and let's not say UV. Let's say HI, arc HI. So arc HI is arc HI, a minor arc or a major arc. So we're going to go look at the arc it's asking us to look at. That's this arc. And we know that if this is 65, then this arc out here is also 65. So since that's less than 180, the answer to that question for part 2, so this is number 1, the answer to number 2 is arc HI is a minor arc. Minor arc, and the reason is because it is less than 180 degrees. And you finish. Okay, let's go to number 3. It says find the measure of PQ, okay, or arc PQ. So I am going to go and highlight arc PQ. That's this arc right here. And I'm going to also put some key information in here. This is an inscribed angle because the vertex is sitting on the circle. So if this is an inscribed angle, I can get what this arc is out here. And let me, I'm going to go ahead and draw the arc and put the angle, draw the angle and put the arc that matches it. So if you know this piece, then you know that this piece out here is 2 times whatever the angle is. So you have to say 2 times whatever the angle is would give you what this arc is. Now if you notice, I have all the arcs on the outside. And if I solve for x, then I can find what this arc equals. Well, there are 360 degrees inside of a circle. So if I solve this, and we're doing number 3, I can say 2 times x plus 46 plus 2x plus 151 plus 2x plus 117 equals 360. Because all of those added together should give you 360 degrees. And we're going to use our math here. I'm going to go ahead and distribute. This becomes 2x plus, what is that? 80 plus 12, that's 92, plus 2x plus 151 plus 2x plus 117 equals 360. Now, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go ahead and combine like terms and then move the constants on the other side, or you can just subtract all of the constants from this side and you'll get the same answer. I'm going to go with combining like terms. So I got 2, 4, 6. So all of the x's go together. That's 6x. And I'm going to go ahead and put all the constants together. So let me see if my mental math will hold up here. I get 3 here, and then I get 4, and I carry the 1, so I get 243. Yep, plus 117. I'm gonna use a calculator. You can use your mental math. I'm gonna use the calculator so I can help me get this done. So 92 plus 151 plus 117. Oops. Equals 360. So we get 360 here. And then this is going to equal 360 over here. So now we subtract 360 from both sides because the constant is on the wrong side. And we get 6x equals good old 0. So subtract. Divide by 0 on both sides. Well, let me get my life together. Give me a second, babies. So I'm going to keep my line. So I get 0 and 6x. So divide by 6, x equals 0 in this case. So it asks me to find the measure of arc PQ. So now we're going to say arc PQ equals, we know is 2x is represented by 2x plus 151. So we're going to go and say PQ, arc PQ, and we're going to substitute in for x. So 0 plus 151, and you can use your calculator, and you'll get that arc PQ is equal to 151. And we're finished with that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock out 4. It says, is PQ a minor arc or a major arc, and explain why. So if we go and look here, PQ is less than 180 degrees, so we can say that arc PQ is a minor arc because it is less than 180. And we're finished. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, the next question says find the measure of arc ST. So we're going to go here. Here is arc ST. And guess what? It has an angle that goes with it too. So since this is a diameter, it passes through the center of a circle. And the way you can recognize a diameter, even if they don't tell you, if there is a dot in the middle of the circle and the line passes through it, then that's a diameter. So you know we have an angle being made with the center of the circle, and this is called a central angle. So in order to find that arc, we can set these two equations equal to each other because they equal. That's the definition of a central angle. The central angle equals its intersected arc, and this is the intersecting arc that matches that angle. So here we go and do our thing, and we get 17x equals 16x plus 7. Subtract 16x, subtract 16x. 1x equals 7, divide by 1, divide by 1. X equals 7. And it said find the measure of that arc. So ST equals 16x plus 2. So in order to find arc ST, it equals 16x plus 2. So here, ST arc, we're going to substitute the 7 in for x. And guys, make sure you're careful to read the questions, because sometimes they just ask for x and sometimes they ask for the arc. Okay, so this becomes 70 plus 42 is 112. 112 plus 2. So ST equals 114. Okay, and we're finished. We actually answered the question. Did we answer the second part? It said, is ST a major arc or a minor arc? What is this number we got down here? 114. So we're going to say for number 6, ST is a minor arc because it is less than 180 degrees. And we're finished. Okay, here it says find the measure of arc CD. And okay, so it wants me to find this arc right here. And guess what? We have an angle that's going to match this. So if I line this up, here's the angle that matches it. So this is called an inscribed angle. So if that's an inscribed angle, there's a rule here. The rule tells you to get this angle should equal, if I double this angle, then I have this angle here. So you're going to say 2 times 51, 2 times 5x plus 1 should equal 9x plus 8. Okay? So we're just going to do our distributive property. 10x plus 2 equals 9x plus 8 minus 2 plus 6 minus 9x minus 9x. 1x equals 6. Divide by 1, divide by 1. X equals 6. But is that what the question asks us for? No, so we have to be careful. We want to find CD. So arc CD equals 9x plus 8. And so here you have to substitute in 9 times 6 plus 8. So arc CD is, this is 54 plus 8, which is going to be 62. 54 plus 8, yep, that's 62. All right. And we're finished. Well, that answered the second part of the question. So number 8 asks us, is this a minor arc? And what's that angle down here? 62. So arc CD is a minor arc because it is less than 180 degrees. And you're finished. Okay, and we are finished, guys. All right, see you on tomorrow. Bye.